A competition that started at the tail end of last year reached a finale when Meath picked up the silverware on offer in this Auburn Cup decider at TEG Cusack Park, Mullingar, on Sunday. It seemed an eternity since Meath had their first outing of the campaign, in Carlow on January 3, and therefore it was understandable when Leinster PRO Martin O'Halloran mistakenly announced at the final whistle that provincial chairman Jim Bolger would present the 2017 Auburn Cup to winning captain Bryan Me. Snowdrifts and fixture log jams ensured that the final had to be postponed on a number of occasions. It was probably fitting, though, that the game was played in conditions akin to a championship Sunday, mild and breezy on a firm surface. It was the Royals' 10th success in the competition, but once the formalities of the presentation were finished, the focus quickly turned to the championship and the visit to Pearse Park, Longford, in 2 weeks' time. Meath ensured that their last outing before the clash with the Midlanders was a testing one, as they played much of the game with 14 following the opening half dismissal of midfielder Paddy Kennelly, and some of it with 13 after Eamon Wallace saw red in the closing stages. Westmeath were a spent force by the time of Wallace's sending off, a straight red card following an altercation with Jamie gone out along the sideline. However, the departure of Kennelly on receipt of a second yellow for a high challenge on Kevin Martin, 5 minutes after he received his first, could have made life difficult. Andy McEndee's side were ahead 2-3 to 0-4 at the time and quickly added another point before Westmeath cut the deficit with a goal from Callum McCormick. The hosts managed to reduce the arrears to 2 points on a number of occasions before half-time, and at the break were 3 behind, Meath leading 2-7 to 1-7. The difference was back to 2 points within 30 seconds of the restart, but that was as good as it got for Colin Kelly's side as Meath gradually went further and further ahead. Westmeath simply had no answer to Donald Lenihan, who was in sparkling form in the Meath attack throughout, and the Dunboyne man finished with a personal tally of 2-8, with half of the points tally coming from placed balls. Afterwards, Meath boss Andy McEndee agreed that the game provided a good preparation for the championship, while the sendings off left his side needing to be more competitive. Getting reduced in numbers is not what you want, but it meant that lads had to work that little bit harder, and it was good to see that they were prepared to do that, McEndee said afterwards. I don't know how much Westmeath invested in the game, but it was an opportunity for our lads to get a good run out, and it is better than a training session. The Auburn Cup is a competition for experimenting, and we certainly got a lot more out of it than we did last year. With a bit more accuracy, the game could have been put to bed in the opening 20 minutes. We dropped 5 short into the keeper's hands in the opening half. We were through one-on-one with the keeper and the ball has to go either side of him. It would have put a different look on the scoreline than it did at an earlier stage. McEndee also expressed satisfaction that a number of players on the comeback trail following lengthy injuries also got game time. Both Sean Curtin and Cian O'Brien have been out for quite a while with injuries, so it was good that they got a run. The pair have been very dedicated to their rehab. We also got Shane Glynn and Joey and Eamon Wallace back on the pitch. We will be back doing a bit of training this week. This is an important week for us. Whatever work we have got to do has to be done this week. Next week we will be trying to get everyone's attitude right for the games. McEndee confirmed that O'Mahony's veteran keeper Marcus Brennan has joined the squad in the absence of David Gallagher, who is suffering from pneumonia at present. Westmeath led 0-3 to 0-1 in the early stages of the game, but Meath were level on 15 minutes after Lenihan converted, 45. The home side regained the lead briefly, but Meath were never headed after centre-back Donald Cogan got on the end of a flowing move and blasted to the net on 21 minutes. Lenihan then put further daylight between the teams with a low effort to the net 2 minutes later. Callum McCormick accounted for the Westmeath goal shortly afterwards, netting at the second attempt after his first effort was blocked on the line. The second half was just 6 minutes old when Lenihan struck for his second goal to leave it 3-7 to 1-8. Minus the inspirational John Heslin, Westmeath offered only token resistance after that despite their superiority in numbers, and substitute Daniel O'Neill round off a satisfying Meath display with a simple slap and goal 4 minutes into added time. Meath: Andrew Colgan, Seamus Lavin, Connor McGill, Connor Dempsey, James McIndy, Donald Cogan 1-0, Shane McIndy, Brian Me, Paddy Kennelly 0-1, Ryan McMahon, Ben Brennan 0-1, Mickey Burke, Cillian O'Sullivan 0-2, Graham Riley, Donald Lenihan 2-8, 0-3 at 1:45. Subs: Joey Wallace for Riley, 47, Shane Glynn for Dempsey, 49, Eamon Wallace for Brennan, 49, Daniel O'Neill 1-0 for Burke, 57, Thomas O'Reilly 0-1 for McMahon, 58, Adam Flanagan for Menton, 69, Cian O'Brien for McEntee, 69, Sean Curran for Lavin, 71. Westmeath: Stephen Gallagher, Ronan Wallace, Sam Duncan, Boyd Usea, Connor Slevin, Jamie Gonout, James Dolan, Alan Stone, Farah Daly, Kieran Martin 0-3, Callum McCormick 1-0, John Egan, Luke Laughlin 0-2, Finn Barcoin, John Connellan 0-6, 5F. Subs: Noel Mulligan for Wallace, 25, Ger Egan 0-2 for Slevin, HT, Gary McCallan for Saya, 43, Ronan O'Toole for Coyne, 45, Gareth Carr for Stone, 49, Anthony McGivney for Egan, 55, Adam Laughlin for Daly, 69, John Rock for Mulligan, 69, Nigel Scally for Martin, 71, Joe Moran for McCormick, 71. Ref: Fergal Smith, Offaly, Drogheda Independent.